I don't know if people have been seeing, but shouts to the hip hop heads out there who were online and saw people talking. Shout out to fam. Saw people talking about the old fat tapes that the Source used to do. If you're too young and you don't know how to, that there were rap magazines and things like that. At the end of the year, they put together a image with a compilation of, you know, the ill shit from that year, the best rap of that year. This is kind of what 1995 looked like for people.
Faux life.
Faux
Faux
Live,
man.
Mac 10.
Pew,
Faux
pew. Yo,
life.
his Mac 10 and Ice Cube's beef is crazy.
No, actually, no, but actually,
Like I didn't realize like them niggas got a beef. Most niggas, I would say the average nigga don't know,
right.
but like they have a beef that Cube is quoted as saying we can never come back from.
That's why West Side Connection is not all the way up.
A couple of them. Got a couple of them beefs.
Math got
Shout out
beef
to
with
Daryl.
people like that, but they just be somebody at the Dunkin' Donuts.
Accurate. Some bitch gonna tell me they were soft.
See? So what BRP wanted to do, we wanted to put together for those of y'all. We like putting people on and stuff. We wanted to let y'all know some of the best, or I should say, some of our favorite matches from 2024, starring black wrestlers. The BRP Fat Tape 24. This is a new thing we doing. We try to switch it up at the end of every year. Who wants to go first? Who?
And it's favorite because best isn't real.
What best is best? Yeah, what is best?
Good, better.
Who want to go first? Who want to let the people know?
Who wanted what they work on?
I've only got.
I got a lot of them.
Go
I
ahead.
got a lot of them.
Go in.
All right. I guess I'll go. So Dragunov Ricochet.
Ooh,
Hey,
that was on Raw.
Ricochet, yep. Before he left in May.
That was a good ass match.
it was.
All right. When we were in WrestleMania, at WrestleMania,
Hey, Philly.
at GCW, six-way scramble, Jocelyn Navarro, Janaka, Maserati, Jada Stone, Maya World, T.R. James, and a six-way scramble was insane. We
was
were in the
crazy.
building.
We that was the first time seeing a lot of the women from me.
I'm gonna be
especially
honest. A lot of these. First of all of these have black people in it. All of these, not all of these. I'm sorry. A lot of these I was in the building for.
Word. I like that.
Speaking of joints, we was in the building for Mercedes Monet and Chris Statlander at Full Gear.
Ooh, at
We
Full
was in
Gear.
the building, and I feel like specifically Brother DDM is responsible for them. If you notice, the women are getting more time.
They had
on
more
their
time this past.
cards.
Yeah, yeah.
Just saying.
Shout
I'm
out
just
to that.
saying. Nigga, it's weird and it's tough being the first through the door.
That's what
Young
we've been
niggas
saying
get
all
mad 'cause
night.
They ain't hitting what you hit. Never mind. Anyway, another match I was in the house for. A big title change this year. The Chocolate City champion, O'Shea Edwards beat my man Andino. Two guys I'm a fan of. I've had a chance to have multiple conversations with.
You
Really
about to have
good.
another one.
Yep. Actually, another set of folks that I had great conversations with. Shug D, Mr. Grimm for that PAWDC championship.
Shout
Listen, great match. I talked to Grimm today.
Okay.
Shout out to Graham.
Word.
Nigga, another match. Shout out to brother DDM. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out to Mrs. Fan. We were all in the house for Jada Stone and Tasha Steeles.
Oh
versus
yeah, I
the
remember
King
that.
Bees at Ashe.
That was an odd shit.
Listen,
Oh my god, I be at indie shows. I'm
You be
there.
outside for real.
Here you go. We just said this weekend.
yeah, chill out. And then home team. I'ma always rep the home team.
Word.
Shout out to the lane.
In a losing effort. However, for a world championship. AJ Francis versus Nick Nemeth, man, formerly Dolph Ziggler. Listen, man, we got seven main event of the pay-per-view this year. I don't care what y'all niggas say.
He hit that. He
Seven
hit that
main event of the
moonsault.
pay-per-view.
That moonsault.
Is that available to view somewhere?
Probably
I
still
got
gotta
you.
buy it.
Yeah.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got
Shut
you.
up,
Yeah.
Maybe not gonna
Cal.
see TV.
Hey, Cal, chill out. We don't do no indictments.
DDM.
We don't record no indictments.
So, because I am a resident NXT faithful of this era,
I like this.
the new era,
Uh-huh.
I went ahead because I knew that my cohorts were going to cover the real hip hop and things. Like, because that's what they do. Y'all bring the integrity and like y'all like the Oscars. I'm like the MTV Awards. Okay?
Nah, you, because you're right. NXT has been
It's all there.
performing at a high level
Yeah,
this year.
I'm like y'all like the Grammys. I'm like MTV Awards. I'm the BT Awards of wrestling, right? I'm all about how the show look. So my favorite matches, and I chose all NXT to spotlight
I
that,
like that.
that brand. I chose Jada Parker versus Lola Vice at the ECW Hardcore match on November 6th when Jada smacked Lola in the face with a brick.
With that brick.
I just thought that was, I had to get my boo Jada Parker on there. Also, too, even though honorary shout out to Lola Vice because she kills those underground matches. My other one I chose 4. My other one was I chose 5. Obafemi versus Dijak versus Josh Briggs at Stand and Deliver WrestleMania weekend. I thought that was spectacular. I thought it was a great showing. I think WWE dropped the ball tremendously with not keeping Dijak. Stupendous talent. I think it was a great showcase for Obafemi. And that for me was like, yeah, Oba can really do this. Sol Ruka versus Zarya versus Julia versus Ren Sinclair versus Stephanie Vaquer. NXT Deadline, the Women's Iron Survivor on December the 7th. Well done, ladies. I thought that was fantastic. Showcased a lot of the talent. Sol Ruka just continues to rise and continues to expand upon her skill set. Another Sol Ruka match, Sol Ruka versus Kalani Jordan at NXT Heatwave for the inaugural Women's North American Championship.
It was a fire match.
I thought that was fantastic. I thought for 2 ladies who are relatively new to this, that they put on an absolute banger, and they look good while doing it. I loved it. And my last one was Obafemi versus Tony D'Angelo at NXT Halloween Havoc for the Men's North American Championship. Oba lost the title. He dropped the title to Tony. But that was a hell of a loss because even the way Oba started off the match, when he jumped at him and Tony flinched, and Oba, that was just a great, like, the storytelling. And I personally believe that Tony D'Angelo and Obafemi have a chemistry together that just really works. They do great work together. So those were my 5.
Damn, I didn't even go 5. Actually, I want to shout out Mimi first because Mimi also shouted out that 6-way scramble and the Obafemi Dijak Briggs matches from Stand and Deliver. Also from Stand and Deliver, she shouted out Carmelo and Trick, which I remember fighting for them to get that main event. I'm glad they were able to do that in Philly. She also shouted out the Bianca Belair Io Sky match from Raw back in September, which was a dope TV match, and because we were there in the building about a week later, DDM was there too. The Darius Carter versus Wilkins, the street fight at Jobber Slam. He Darius literally he beat his ass out the building and then dragged his ass back in the building, beat him, his brother, and had his mom. I'm sorry. I got 3 matches. Shout out to Mama Wilkins always. Not only was this the year, I'm so glad it was 2024. Michael Oku versus Will Ospreay at Rev Pro back in February. This was right before Will Ospreay went to Ashe. This was the last match in Rev Pro. Of course, Michael Oku.
Well, Ospreay with the Ashe, you mean AEW?
Not AEW. I'm sorry. Thank you. Yeah, he wasn't going to Ashe. British heavyweight champion Michael Oku had when I say banger a lot, that was an actual banger. There's a lot of storyline. If you the crowd was hype again. It was his last. It was Ospreay's last match at his like his home company, and Michael O'Cool, being the British Black Champion, was able to execute that motherfucker. It was dope. It's a dope match. If you're able to see it, go check it out. Next up, Lee Moriarty versus Wheeler Yuta at Death Before Dishonor back in July. This is when Lee Moriarty won the ROH Pure title. I like because I like the rapidy rap. My fault. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. I like the rapidy rap, and they did a really good job of using the pure, like they rapped, but it was like using the pure rules so they could. I don't know, it was a really ill constructed match, and that was when Lee came out with the MF Doom shit. That shit was ill. My final of the three, and it's really just because of the way Shelton Benjamin was able to shout out Leo Rush for letting Shelton Benjamin pick him up and throw him all across that ring back in October the 16th. Go find it on YouTube. It's the one spot because he does it in every match. Shelton, he throw the motherfucker into the the turnbuckle. Then he run across the ring and hit him with that high knee. And then sometimes he put him up on that top rope and he just be like, go over there and throw him. Shelton, we had him on the pod back in February. I was waiting for him to get in an opportunity like this. I don't know how much he's going to win, but being able to see Shelton do the damn thing, this was a start of it, and I love it.
Benjamin for ROH champion.
Sir Benjamin.
Let's go, brother Mav.
So I had two matches that were already mentioned. One was the Michael O'Cool versus Will Ospreay.
Word.
Fucking fire. It was a phenomenal match. Also have the Ricochet versus LJ Dragunov. Fucking fire match. Cuz mentioned that. After that, I'm gonna go Wesley and Javon Evans. That happened in. Actually, I think they had two matches. To be honest with you, but this one was fucking fire. You already know what it is. Shout out to the young OG. From there, I'm gonna go Julia and Trisha Dora. If anybody was paying attention, Trisha Dora was running wild in Japan
early this year,
and the way that she got the match was so fucking fire because after a match, she went and cut a serious promo to get the championship match. Granted, she lost, but it was still fucking fire. You know how that go. Right. From there, I don't know if y'all been watching, but Mercedes Moné has went on the street for like the last, I'm about to say, month and a half, 2 months.
That's like 3, 4, 5 matches.
Has been fire.
Yeah, I still need to watch the one. What's the one she just had? Not the Japan. The one in Japan the other day.
So I cannot remember.
You're supposed to be focused, man. I'm mad that I can distract you this easily
because
I'm mad that I need you to focus.
I cannot remember her opponent, but that match was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
right here, I'm gonna go with the first Mercedes Moné Chris Statlander match. That was insane. That shit was fire. I know the last match that they just had at Fight for Forever, whatever the fuck that shit was called, was phenomenal. But that first match, fire.
Banger. Yeah,
the first match was fire. So after that, if you have not seen the young GOAT perform, please go ahead, type his name in your YouTube searches. Myron Reed was that cartwheel. Fucking phenomenal. If you don't know who Jack Cartwheel is, Buzz came on this show and said, yo, it's a nigga that's out there and all he doing is cartwheels.
Cartwheeling.
I did not like it at first.
The first thing I told my cousin to do was shut the fuck up. This shit is fire. So
Jack Cartwheel's good.
Please check out the young GOAT, Myron Reed and Jack Cartwheel. Sure. And then my last match is a match that I thought was fire. I was surprised by it. It's Alice Kane versus AJ Francis in MLW. That shit was crazy. This is where the props started to file in for AJ Francis because He had just made his exit. He was talking cash shit.
Facts.
He was
Yes, he
talking
was.
cash shit online for months. He stole the whole Boomaye squad from Alex Kane, and then
Right.
the culmination had Ron Simmons, Teddy Long, not Ron, pardon me, Mark Henry and Teddy Long.
Oh, when they were sitting at the top of...
When they were sitting at, yeah, Teddy fell asleep, but shit, it was fire.
Ted be tripping. I got a picture with him.
Now I gotta go watch these.
So, wait a minute, player. I think I need $20 for that picture, player.
He's doing his thing. AJ Francis is doing his thing, and that's just not because he's from the lane.
Well, yeah,
he's doing what he's supposed to do.
AJ.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say just AJ Francis just re-signed with TNA, and I was gonna say he's probably had like he had a phenomenal 2024.
Yeah,
like no bullshit. What you gonna say, DDM?
I was gonna say, you know what's sad about all of our lists is that almost none of them contain matches from the main rosters on WWE.
I was aside.
I think that's the best part.
My thing was
that's good, but that shows that there's a gap.
It's bad. That's the thing. Yeah,
featured in a dynamic way on those rosters.
Bianca Belair spent most of her year as a tag team wrestler, but
she spent time pushing up Jade.
Right.
I think the thing is is WWE main roster does not have. They don't have the reason or the motivation to make Illmatic, right? They know that they've gone past that, right? They're the guy. So what they need to do, they serve the most masters of any pro wrestling product, right? They serve the real hip hop niggas, so they'll give you small things on their show, but they serve the I need a great story. They serve the I need a great promo. They serve I need to sell ads. They serve the I need to prop up a platform or a channel or a station or a network. So they don't have their Jay-Z at this point, right? They can't just make the pure artful project, the art house project, right? They have to be that product. They have to be Walmart.
They ain't been rapping like Common Sense.
They sold 5 mil.
It's like you can't. My issue is that I really tried to look, and there were no prominent matches. With black. It's not even about it being real hip hop, but there was no prominent storyline.
Right. If you just go PLE, and you look at black folks, it's just not there for them.
Like Marvel got Black Panther in it. Let's be clear. Okay. Marvel got Captain America. Marvel get ready to push Storm to the moon. If What If is any indication. So you can be Marvel and have diverse representation. The issue, and this is a big bone I have to pick with them on that main roster. Like you had Bianca Belair babysitting, and you kept her out of that, and it was very boring.
But that was the biggest thing they did women wise, though.
Well, I
mean, year.
Most people are going to say the Liv and Rhea thing.
Nah, that's not. The amount of time and production they put in what they expected from Jade Cargill, combined with them propping her up with Naomi, they put multiple superstars to say yes, Royal Rumble, let's prop her up. So I feel like last year was them seeing who's who, but they put props behind folk. I think they did a good job at planting seeds for their future.
Planting seeds for their future. It's going to be interesting to see because if Bianca is still trying to play Murder She Wrote about who attacked Jade by summer, I'm going to have a problem with that. WrestleMania is 4 months away, and my sis gets a match every year. And what are we doing?
It has to be Charlotte.
It has to be Charlotte.
If it ain't Charlotte, Bianca at WrestleMania, I hate everything.
Well, if it's not Bianca Charlotte, it better be Bianca Rhea.
Nah, that sucks.
That's what it's either one of those two. That's what they've been
I'm just
looking
saying
for.
for me.
No, no. Yeah,
Disappointed.
I'm more. This is me preparing because those are the two conversations I've heard around Bianca in terms of like the next WrestleMania matches for her. If it's not Rhea, it's Charlotte, and I think a lot of people want more Charlotte than Rhea, but it's going to be one of them two at some point.
My question is, if Charlotte's coming back as a super heel, which is the rumor, that means Bianca's going to have to still be a face. And
who was it Charlotte Flair that attacked Jay Cargill?